Welcome back to Tashkid FX for another price prediction update, and in this video I'll be giving you a price prediction update on Polygon Matic, whose current price stands at the $0.841 mark, and here on TradingView the market is down by 0.43%. And in this video I want to give you the key scenarios that I expect to play out, basing my analysis on the Elliot waves and the Fibonacci's, and also the key areas of support and resistances. And I'll kickstart the video by giving a brief of what has been happening here on the lunar chart, on the Polygon Matic chart. From the all-time high, we have been seeing lower prices in this massive ABC corrective movement, which has now taken us back to around the $0.32 mark. And having made that low at around the $0.32 mark, I believe Polygon Matic has done the minimum that you expected it to do in its ABC corrective movement, and soon we are going to see a very nice bounce to the upper side, obeying this Elliot wave structure and having our wave 5 taking us back to an all-time high. But before we get to an all-time high, we first need to see a fast wave to the upper side, and I believe that is what has been playing out here on the Polygon Matic chart. And within a wave 1 to the upper side, we also expect to see fractal waves in formation within that first wave, and I believe that is what we can see better here on the 4-hour chart. And we have seen the formation of a first wave after making our low down there, then saw a very nice retracement to the lower side in the formation of a wave 2, continued pushing higher in the formation of a third wave, then saw a very nice retracement over here in the formation of a wave 4, and now we are in the formation of a fifth wave to the upper side. And if I get a little bit into the details of the formation of this fractal wave, so that it can also give us the key scenarios that we expect to play out, after making our low for that second wave, we saw a very nice bounce to the upper side in the formation of a wave 3, and after making the high for that third wave to the upper side, we saw a very nice retracement to the lower side in the formation of a wave 4, which is normally a retracement of the third wave. So using a Fibonacci, we can get a minimum target area to the lower side in the formation of that wave 4, and I just need to connect the fibs from the low of the wave 3 to the high of that wave 3, and that gives me a minimum target area to the lower side between the fib level 0.382 and the fib level 0.618, and I can mark that target area here on the charts like that. And you can see Polygon Matic has continued to respect that movement to the lower side. We have retraced to the lower side in the formation of that wave 4 into this target area that I have drawn out here on the charts. And because our wave 4 is also a corrective wave, I also expected to see an ABC corrective movement, and I believe we have seen that here on the Polygon Matic chart, having this as the wave A, then a wave B making our high at around the $0.94 mark, then continued pushing lower in the formation of wave C, which made a low at around the $0.69 mark, and I believe the low for that fourth wave was in at around the $0.69 mark. And whatever we are seeing right now is the formation of a wave 5 to the upper side, and because the wave 5 is normally an impulsive movement, we also expect to see fractal waves in formation within that fifth wave to the upper side. And before I get into the Elliot wave structures within that fifth wave to the upper side, you can also see that within this movement right here, we have been trading within a channel which has continued to be respected by Polygon Matic, giving us more than 3 touch points, and we have seen a breakout out of the channel to the upper side. And after seeing the breakout right here, which is the movement right here, we are seeing a retest here on the 4-hour chart, and there is a possibility that after the retest is a success, then higher prices could be coming our way here on the Polygon Matic chart, and we continue pushing higher, manage to break above that key area of resistance at around the $0.95 mark, and continue pushing higher and drawing out an Elliot wave structure, because I expect to see a fractal wave in formation within this fifth wave to the upper side. We can name this as a wave 1 to the upper side, then a wave 2, then whatever we are seeing right now is the formation of a wave 3, then I would expect a wave 4, and then a wave 5 to complete a higher Elliot wave count 1, which is a fractal wave within that fifth wave to the upper side. And because there is a possibility that the retest of this channel to the upper side right here might be a success and we continue pushing higher, then that will be completing the formation of that third wave to the upper side, and we can sketch out a target area to the upper side in the formation of this wave 3 right here using a trend based Fibonacci. So I just need to use the trend based fib, connecting it from the low of the wave 1 to the high of that wave 1, then drag the fibs to the low of that second wave, and that gives me a minimum target area to the upper side in that with 3 at the fib level 1.618, and that is at around the $0.99998 mark. So there is a possibility once we see the successful retest right here, we continue pushing higher, manage to break above the key area of resistance at around the $0.95 mark, see a retest and get into that target area before we see a bit of a movement to the lower side in the formation of a wave 4, then complete that higher Elliott wave count 1 by the formation of a wave 5. And once that plays out, then I would expect a higher Elliott wave count 2, then a wave 3, then a wave 4, and then a wave 5 to complete that higher Elliott wave count 5, which is also a fractal wave within this higher Elliott wave count 1, and we can also sketch out a target area to the upper side in the formation of that higher Elliott wave count 1 using a trend based Fibonacci. And I just need to use the fibs, connecting it from the low of that wave 1 to the high of that wave 1, then drag the fibs to the high of the wave 3, and that gives me a minimum target area to the upper side for that higher Elliott wave count 1 at the fib level 0.618, and that is at around the $1.25 mark. So let's be patient and see how that plays out, whether we are going to see a successful retest of the upper side of this channel, or maybe we are going to get back into the channel once more, maybe continue trading within it once more before we see another movement to the upper side. Also taking a look at the indicators to see what movements will be supported here on the RSI. On the RSI we are trading at around the 51 mark, and that means we have massive room for us to support any movement to the upper side. Also taking a look at the MACD, here on the MACD we have printed a bearish cross, and that would mean no prices could be coming our way. So let's be patient and see how that plays out, and I'll keep you updated.